third episode of Guys in Black. We're happy to sort of have you again and tune in, to see us having important discussions on trending topics. For today, we were thinking that we'll do three things that are kind of hot right now or are trending. So one is obviously Trudeau, his resignation that happened yesterday. Donald Trump was again coming back into power, so he got his election vote certified as well. And I think the third thing is the HMPV virus, which is also again now trending online. So we dive right into it, Abhi. So I think we'll start with Justin Trudeau. And what are your thoughts on his resignation?
Interesting. Actually, it's not something that we didn't expect. His government or his regime sort of was expected to go down. There was, I think, one Liberal Party meeting which was supposed to happen on Wednesday. So any which way, I think one third party was actually, I think 50 members were sort of against him, so they would have ousted him out any which ways.
Right.
Plus the opposition was gunning after him, so they had a session incoming where they were planning to set up a no confidence motion. So the government was expected to go. It's just that he wanted to probably have a saving face, so that's why he decided to resign. But he had it coming, honestly, because of, he was definitely one of the poster boys of the Canadian government back when he started. Young guy, liberal views, eventually sort of became like highly woke, which sort of became one of the reasons for his downfall. Everybody sort of perceived him to be like a very good activist, but not a very good administrator,
right,
because of all the problems that the country was sort of having, right from inflation to the brewing unrest at a country level. So all those things, plus the kind of support that his government as it has had with the Khalistani party that's sort of supporting him on which the government is standing. So all these things put together, it's not something which was unexpected. So pretty much what he had coming and all of us had coming.
Got it. So what does this hold for India? So how does it affect India? See, obviously, this is a intersected sort of discussion as well. So we want to know that what does it mean for us?
I'd still say it's too soon to tell, because diplomatically you never know. We expected certain countries to be our friends, but they sort of changed their own internal narratives. To take Maldives for example. But yeah, I'm assuming, given how last 1.5 years went by, anybody who will be coming next, I'm Trudeau is still there till the time the next leader for the Liberal Party is sort of yet decided. But yeah, whoever comes next will probably be a little more friendlier to India, right, in that sense. Also, I would say because India was definitely one of how he dealt with India was one of the reasons why he's getting a lot of backlash. Plus now Trump being there and the kind of relation that Trump sort of has with India and the kind of relation he wants to have with Canada, I think that should also play out a little bit. So I think it will be interesting to watch out. I'm surely hoping something better than what we have right now, but I would still say it's too soon to tell.
Right. Yeah, I think in general, I think Trudeau has had a very anti-India stance for a very long time.
Yeah.
I think he obviously, as we know, he stood a lot with the Khalistani supporters as per the Indian government. So I think, like you said, I think it's a wait and watch approach that how the next leader, will sort of will come in and sort of see how it works for India. To that, Trump, right? Trump got certified as well yesterday. His election finally got certified. So I think he is due to become the next US president in the next couple of weeks. Quick take on that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm sure, at least in my circle and people I know, plus whatever the social media chatter was, everybody was super excited when they got to know that Trump is back. So India, I think, as a country, is definitely looking forward to seeing the Trump regime taking over. They surely see a lot of positives, or at least expect that a lot of positive will come to India. Honestly, I'm not sure in what ways. Yeah, what they say and what I think most of us will expect is that he'll probably be fair in terms of his dealing. He'll definitely not be way too charitable as people are expecting here in India, but he'll definitely be fair in terms of his dealing with India and with the rest of the world. So that will be interesting. Interestingly, coming back again to the Canada point, I heard somewhere that he has sort of offered Canada to join the US as the
he tweeted about it.
Yeah, the 51st state, and he sort of made that okay. Even if Canada becomes the 51st state, then a lot of tariffs will go down, and then things will in general be better. So that will also be an interesting thing to watch out to.
I don't know how serious you can take that, honestly, but
even Trump, you never know.
Yeah, but he says a lot of stuff that recently also tweeted that he wants to buy Greenland, and now I think yesterday his son Donald Trump Jr. Went to Greenland to check out the scene. So you never know. That's this is something that we have to wait and watch.
But I guess Indians in general have a positive outlook towards the incoming Trump sort of government.
Right.
So let's see. Let's hope it's better for everyone.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I think
he'll really keep China at watch.
I think that's a very important point. I think he's definitely very fond of Prime Minister Modi. So I think one of the things that is important for him, at least for our geo-level politics, is to keep China in bay, to make sure that they also behave themselves to some extent. That said, staying on China only. So what do you think of the HMP virus? Firstly, I think let's talk about the fact what it is and how alarming is it also. And because I think you definitely done some more research about what it is, how's it affected. Because I think now there are 5 cases,
5 or 7, I guess.
5 to 7 cases now in India. So let's I think just quickly touch upon what is it,
Right.
and is it really serious, and should people be worried?
So first thing that people should know about what I read was that it's definitely not a new virus which people didn't know about, unlike COVID. So as they said that the novel coronavirus, because it was new, it wasn't there.
Right.
India had a strain of HMP virus since years, and apparently the case that they are sort of testing for, the Bangalore one at least, is they are yet to test whether the strain of virus which is there in Bangalore is the same one that is there in China right now, because the family of the patient has no international travel history, at least recently. So it might just be that it's the same virus which has been there in India, and what at least the doctors, what they are saying is that the symptoms are pretty much common, and every time, especially during the winters, a strain of ILI like influenza-like infections and viruses, they tend to be on a rise. HMPV is one of them. It used to be like 0.2% or 20%, I'm not sure, of the total sort of virus cases that like we as a country used to see, especially during winters. So it's definitely not something new, but yeah, they're still testing for the strains that are coming up right now. Doctors are also saying, at least right now, it doesn't seem to be that much of a danger as Corona was or COVID was, but yeah, there's definitely no vaccine for it, unlike COVID. So that's there. But yeah, common precautions yet need to be taken, like wear your mask. If you're in a public space, where just see like whether the ventilation is there or not. If it's not, then try to avoid such places and stuff like that.
Right.
Just like any other virus, it is contagious, like it will get transferred if you're sneezing, coughing, you're touching a surface which is infected and stuff like that. So those things are pretty much there, just like any other infection of virus.
Right.
Yeah, but they are still sort of checking how contagious it is right now. What they're saying is it's still manageable because it has not reached to that cluster level spread. So that is what they're monitoring. Once it breaks that cluster level barrier, like in a hospital or something like that, that's when it will be really dangerous. But we still need to watch it out, because as far as I remember, COVID also pretty much had the same path, at least I guess back in 2020, around this time only, we were discussing pretty much the same thing about COVID, although it's just in China, not spreading too fast and all, but suddenly we saw a rise. So we
saw the spike.
Yeah, we saw the spike, so we need to be careful.
Interesting. Great. Thanks for obviously the whole spiel. But so guys, we're going to cut it off right here for today. We just wanted to keep these videos short. We are going to try and bring you more of such content like daily. Right. So thank you for tuning in to this episode, and do keep us informed and in the comment section, or DM us if you would like to, for us at least, to cover certain topics, or do you have any ideas on how we can sort of make this more smooth and better for you guys. And if you do like the video and the content that we are making, do share and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.